K-Nation. Sponsored by K-State Superstore and 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline.
Tonight on K-Nation, we're recapping the Sunflower Showdown and diving deeper into just how much KU football has improved this year.
But how did these players become so good? A lot of it has to do with their diet. K-State Sports Nutrition tells us what goes into eating like a D1 athlete.
And I sat down for an exclusive interview with K-State QB Will Howard. He walks us through his reads during games and who helped him lead K-State to a Big 12 championship berth. Welcome to K-Nation. I'm Lainey Gerber.
And I'm Jacob Kaufman, filling in for Glenn because he's at the Chiefs game.
Yeah, I just didn't want to be alone doing the show. You know, I appreciate you stepping in.
Of course, I'm glad to be here with you, Lainey. I'm very excited. And we'll get to all of that we headlined and much more. But first, we've got a big game in Manhattan to go over. There's a lot at stake this time. It's the most anticipated Sunflower Showdown matchup in a decade, and K-State and KU both pumped up for this one. K-State forced a punt on its opening possession, but Ty Zinner has been electric punting the football this year, and there's a reason why they call it K-State Special Teams U. Kansas muffs the punt, and Iko Boydo falls on it. Cats set it up shop inside the 5-yard line. Give the deuce, no. DJ Diggins, no. Will Howard, no. Jet sweep to Malik Knowles around the corner in the end zone for a score early on. K-State leads 7-0. And here's what the punter had to say about that big swing.
The first punt, because it just kind of changed the game from that point on. Pac did a great job of getting free and being down there right as the Turner muffed it, and we got the ball back and were able to get a quick score. So, I mean, from there on, it kind of changed the game for me.
And K-State didn't let up after that first score. Still in the first, Will Howard scrambling, look out downfield, wheels up. It's a whammy to Sammy Wheeler in for the TD. And at first it did work, so let's do it again, why don't we? Malik Knowles in on another jet sweep for another touchdown. K-State's offense was cooking last night like a stir fry, up 47 points total and 30 in the first half. Coach Chris Kleiman says that starting early was huge.
When things break down, it's hard. When kids are scrambling around, and I thought Will bought some time and kept his eyes downfield and made a really good throw. For us to get some of those explosive plays early was really key.
Kansas's offense didn't look half bad last night either. Jalen Daniels back in the game for the Jayhawks and finds Mason Fairchild downfield. This is Torrey Laughlin. He goes to the edge for his first career touchdown. And of course, the real deal, Devin Neal, scored twice in the second quarter to cut K-State's halftime lead to just 9 points. 27 total points for the Jayhawks last night, so not bad offensively. Center Mike Nowitzki says that the group just has to put the full game together now.
The sky's the limit. We have very talented players at all of our positions, and we just got to execute. And when we execute, we can put up a lot of points and we can move the ball on anybody. But consistently executed, we got to be better with that.
Even though this is the 14th straight Sunflower Showdown victory for the Wildcats, every player said that this victory was sweet. For the first time in a while, there were talks of this being a closer to even matchup, plus all the Kansas kids on either side making this a sweet Governor's Cup win for the Wildcats. Even Coach Kleiman said that he was going to enjoy this one, and Deuce Vaughn says it means a lot to his Kansas native teammates.
It's big time for the kids in Kansas that have watched this game growing up and have been on both sides of it, and to get that win for them is big time. And the implications of us thrusting ourselves into the Big 12 championship, man, this is what we've been working for the past 11 months, and for it to come to fruition, man, this is just another stepping stone. And man, we got a lot of work to do this upcoming week because we got a good TCU team to go down and play in Arlington.
Man, all the reporters around Deuce, everyone wants to talk to him.
He's a great guy.
Last night's loss hurt for the Jayhawks, of course, but the season isn't over yet for them. With 6 wins, Kansas will make a bowl game for the first time in over a decade. Head coach Lance Leipold says that just being able to practice for a longer period goes such a long way for this revived Jayhawk team.
It's going to be big for a lot of reasons, and it won't even be seen completely this year or maybe even next year. You start thinking about these practices, and for teams that have been consistent bowl teams year in and year out, these extra practices and the extra attention and the extra time, that's what I'm looking forward to.
And that wraps up the regular season for both of these programs. A great year for both of them. Jayhawks finished 6-6. Wildcats are 9-3 and are headed to the conference championship game next week against the rematch against TCU.
I love what Leipold says. A bowl game is more than just another game. It's more than just a bowl game because they don't get to practice with each other once the regular season ends. They're forced to spend time apart.
Yeah.
So all these teams who don't make bowl games, that's it. They're done. The coaches can't see their guys. They can't go to the weight room together. So now they do get that extra period to spend time together.
And they'll find out what bowl game they make December 4th.
Yes, and that'll be a good one to find out.
Very excited.
Their bowl game's pretty up in the air.
Last time, elementary school. It's been a while for me.
Well, I'm sad to see the season coming to an end, the regular season, but it's just been so fun. Let's take a look back to see how fun, starting with K-State and what last night's win means for them. Like we said, Cats finished 9-3 overall with a 7-2 conference record. This means K-State is heading to Arlington, Texas to play TCU in that Big 12 championship game Saturday, taking on an undefeated TCU, I should add. That game is set to kick off at 11 a.m. And now we can't confirm either way, but K-State is most likely heading to the Sugar Bowl. The Sugar Bowl is awarded to the Big 12 champion. So if K-State wins, they'll probably head there. If the Wildcats lose, TCU will go to the college football playoff, likely leaving a spot open in the Sugar Bowl still for the Cats. And every team jokes about it, but the team K-State would probably end up playing is Alabama. Like all these
Roll
student
Tide.
posters say. Yeah.
Well, fans around the country always chant, "We want Bama." I said it a lot at KU as a joke, but when the team does well, and it's looking like K-State may have to put their money where their mouth is come this bowl season. And well, let's take a look at Kansas football's turnaround. Jayhawks finished 6-6 and 3-6 in conference play, the team's best record since 2008, and we've seen a big jump from last year, especially on offense. Yards per play is up to 7 compared to 5.2 from last year, and scoring up nearly 2 touchdowns from 20.8 points a game to 34.2 this year. That turnaround was enough for KU to secure head coach Lance Leipold in town through the 2029 season. He's going to be around for a while, everybody.
Wow, that's a big jump. It looks like 7 more years of Lance in Lawrence. Athletics wanted to lock him up, of course, since his name was flying around as a possible name at other schools, and now we have 2 schools in Kansas with a very bright looking football future. And we know that KU had a really big turnaround, but seeing the numbers there, seeing the proof in the pudding, seeing that they're getting almost a first down every play.
No one expected them to have this jump.
No, absolutely not. You can't write it better than that.
No, I couldn't be happier. I've said it every single week nearly every single week that today was the best day of my life every Saturday because it was just so exciting to see a competitive KU football team. Even when they lose, those games that they lost, there was still that fight in these Jayhawks, and that's what made it really fun.
They definitely never lost heart, and they are so fun to watch every week.
I can't wait to see what bowl game they get in for next year. But before more football, pay heed, all who enter, coming up on K-Nation. We're talking about those defending national champions and their road to the first back-to-back titles in college basketball since 2007.
But first, we're talking about one of my favorites, food. Up next, how K-State's nutritionists fuel their players with the food they need to bring them to their fullest potential.
It's been called too good to be true, but a local man's shocking footage proved this saucy legend is very real.
I knew the burger was real.
Bite into the new A1 Double Cheeseburger for only $2.99, only at Hardee's.
Hi, this is voice of the Wildcats, Wyatt Thompson. If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide or experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, 988 provides direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, you will be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. For 24/7 non-judgmental support, just call, text, or chat 988.
A new Chevy is the smart way to hit the open road. The smart way to road trip and seek new adventures. Go a little farther in a new Chevy. Find new get up and go, find new roads. Get $1,000 cash allowance on all 2022 Equinox models. Plus, unlock your code to claim $500 Chevy Cybercash. Visit ChevyCybercash.com today.
What happens here matters here. That's why the 27 News Capital Bureau brings the important stories home to you like no one else can.
Let's go live to the State House.
Here's Capitol Bureau reporter Denisha Richard.
It's been a long road, but the governor has finally signed the bill into law today.
Because decisions made here impact you, your family, and your home. We have your Capital News covered.
Right now, there's a big political divide on this issue.
The 27 News Capital Bureau, working for you.
I am a remarkable woman.
Remarkable stories from across the country.
I want to inspire women.
We recognized extraordinary efforts, celebrated incredible accomplishments.
There is one finalist from each region, and those compete for the title of Remarkable Women.
See who will take home this year's title and be honored in Hollywood.
Please go to ksnt.com/remarkablewomen and nominate a tireless changemaker in our community. 27 KSNT is proud to celebrate all of the remarkable women in our lives.
They're calling it the craziest Black Friday deal ever.
How to get the new A1 double cheeseburger for just $2.99 without having to fight anyone's aunt.
They're stronger than you'd think.
Bite into the new A1 double cheeseburger for only $2.99, only at Hardee's.
Welcome back to K-Nation. Jake here dances a lot and eats a lot of food.
I do.
He always has this jar of animal crackers about the size of his torso in the office.
That's how I made friends here. Gave them out to people when I started.
I can't say much. I kind of have a candy addiction, so.
I appreciate it when you did. When people didn't get them, I got sad. But I'm glad that people enjoy my giving of the crackers. I'm thin, but I'm also frail, as you can probably tell. So if I can down hundreds of those animal crackers a day, imagine what I'd have to consume to look like a football player. But
hundreds more.
I don't know if anyone wants to see me eat that much food in one sitting, but no need to imagine, thank goodness, because we got the inside scoop with K-State Athletics.
And not a scoop of white rice and black beans with chicken, like my order at Chipotle. K-State Sports Nutrition welcomed us over to tour how they fuel their players. The nutrition team helps players become up to their full potential with their body and mind. That includes upwards of 5,000 calories a day, constant monitoring of the athletes' bodies, a full walk-in nutritional area, team meals, to-go smoothies, protein shakes, different meats and veggies available at all times, and a meal plan charted to each athlete based off the work they put in over a given period of time.
One of the things we do a great job of is education, but also technology. So working with our sports medicine staff, our strength staff, we have Catapult man bras that our guys wear that we can actually track how far they're running, what their high-speed distance is, so we can actually get great information real time about what the athletes are going through and actually being able to then educate them on the spot of, all right, here's what you went through, now that you're going to this meal, here's what you should do to replenish.
It's crazy how much goes into all of it. K-State linebacker Austin Moore says that since he's gone to K-State, he's added around 20 pounds, but is leaner. Basically, every step the athletes take in a day goes into consideration as to what to consume later on.
Weight room right behind me, how can we make our guys bigger, faster, stronger? On the field, trying to keep them on the field, preventing them from cramping, keeping body weights up over the year. But really that education is going to come from the performance side of things, but also the healthy lifestyle of things outside of athletics. How are we taking care of these guys when they go back to their dorms? So making sure we're giving them the tools for success, and that's here while they're here, but also when they go home, cooking for themselves, taking care of themselves outside of here.
Meals for in-house and out-of-house, if only everywhere provided a service like this. And K-State's program goes for every sport: football, basketball, volleyball, and more. Fun fact, the team that consumes the most calories, the rowing team. That surprises me right there.
It does, but at the same time, that's a lot of cardio, a lot of shoulder work. They're strong. So that's crazy.
Offensive line needs to
you gotta beef
it up. Yeah, they need to step it up, beat the rowing team. Well, he said that they have the most man bibs that track the distance that they run and calories burned, but I just need a regular bib when I'm eating.
Good job. We'll have to see if the nutrition team can find a better diet for you than animal crackers. But more K-Nation is coming your way after the break. Don't think we forgot about basketball season. We're talking hoops here right after this timeout.
Everyone deserves to feel connected. That's why Cox offers a range of high-speed internet plans that fit any budget. Get Cox Internet for $19.99 a month through the FCC's Affordable Connectivity Program. With no annual contract, download speeds up to 100 megabits per second and panoramic Wi-Fi and equipment included. It's fast and reliable internet for everyone. See if you qualify at cox.com/ACP.
You're helping her study for a geography test, but how can you think about states and cities? When a burger with steak, butter, and bacon sounds like the best, with grilled onions and 2 slices of cheese. Father-daughter cheeseburgers, what's better than that? She's about to find out. You can't read a map. Hey! Sonic steak, butter, bacon, cheeseburger.
Sonic.
The school day doesn't stop for the flu. I stay ahead of the class and on top of my health by getting the influenza vaccine every fall.
I want my daughter to have a healthy start, so I'm taking my doctor's advice and getting the whooping cough vaccine. The right immunizations during pregnancy can safeguard both of us.
Your primary care provider is your trusted source for all your healthcare needs, including vaccines. Learn more at beimmunekansas.org.
Are you a super fan? K-State Superstore has the largest assortment of licensed K-State apparel and souvenirs waiting for you. And with our Superfan Rewards program, you'll enjoy even more. Fans can experience K-State Superstore at the stadium, online 24/7 at kstatesuperstore.com, and our new flagship location at 520 McCall Road. K-State Superstore, official retail partner of K-State Athletics.
Welcome back to K-Nation. We talked about the gridiron. Now let's take it to the basketball court. Kansas has been looking incredible so far this year as the defending national champions, but up to number 3 in the rankings. But on Friday, the Jayhawks took on Tennessee in the Battle for Atlantis tournament for the first time this season. The Jayhawks offense couldn't get started very fast. Jalen Wilson was able to hit this deep 3 to cut the Volunteer lead to 1 point, but that was as close as KU got. It wasn't easy for Kansas. That Tennessee defense was tough. Jayhawks fall in the 3rd game back with Coach Bill Self, snapping a 17-game winning streak that dates back to last season. Coach Self says that this game proves his team just needs to be more physical.
I think the biggest thing is that you don't have a lot of margin for error when you're playing 4 guards and a 6'6" 5-man. So you got to hit and you got to go get and you got to scrap. You got to be tougher.
Jayhawks are back in action tomorrow night at home against Texas Southern, NCAA tournament team that they played. We'll have that spread later in the show if you're into that.
K-State basketball undefeated still under new coach Jerome Tang. Wildcats were at the Cayman Islands Classic this weekend, brought some home hardware. The game came down to the end against LSU in the championship game, and Keontae Johnson hit a bucket before the buzzer. Cats are 7-0, a championship and a tropical vacation. I'll take that any day of the week.
Man, what goal is that? Let's take a look at some other scores. Kansas women's basketball went 2-0 this week with wins over Maine and St. Mary's. The Jayhawks are 5-0 this season. Brandon Schneider's squad is just cooking. KU's back in town on Wednesday against Texas A&M.
And K-State women's basketball has been on fire this season, even without Ekoe Lee. This also went on a tropical vacation this week at the Paradise Jam. The handle Clemson easily beat Northern Arizona, then fall to Arkansas in the championship game. Wildcats are 7-1 and ranked number 25. And both teams wrapped up volleyball this week. Kansas falls in the final to Texas Tech. It's 0-3. Jayhawks finished with an 18-10 record and 8-8 in conference play.
K-State volleyball wrapped up as well. They beat Texas Tech earlier in the week 3-2, but the Wildcats fall to Baylor in its finale 0-3 against Baylor. Cats finish up 15-14, 6-10 in the conference. And obviously Jake is still in paradise, not messing up Ayoka Lee's name.
Yeah, I'm still out in the Bahamas. New for K-State volleyball, head coach Susie Fritz will not return next season. She led the Wildcats for 22 years and is the program's all-time winningest coach.
Yeah, she's helped the Wildcats get to 13 NCAA tournaments as the head coach. A national search for her replacement will begin immediately, and maybe that new facility they're getting will attract a pretty good coach.
Coming up after the break on K-Nation, we bring you an exclusive interview with the man who led K-State to a Big 12 title berth.
Now, backup quarterback Will Howard says he was able to pull off the win against the Jayhawks. Don't go anywhere.
Meaningful relationships built upon trust is a founding principle of the Trust Company. We help individuals and businesses create tailored financial plans and diversified investment strategies that adapt over time to your unique needs. Because we are independent, we can offer flexibility and creativity that many advisors and trust departments can't. If you aren't sure where to start or you're looking to make a fresh start, contact us today for a free consultation.
No matter where you call home, you deserve reliable coverage. At T-Mobile, we cover your town and 99% of people in America. And now, for a limited time with T-Mobile's hometown discount, families and small businesses who switch at a local store get 20% off. That's 20% off unlimited talk, text, and data for the life of your plan. Plus, with our T-Mobile Price Lock, we guarantee we won't raise the price of your rate plan. Get T-Mobile's hometown discount today.
What makes Best Reviews the best reviews?
Milk?
They have an unbiased team that researches products in real-world situations to give reliable recommendations on pretty much everything. So you can be confident that whatever you're buying is right for you, no matter what life throws at it. Like your daughter Clementine, for example. For the best reviews, go to bestreviews.com. Seriously, before you buy anything, ever.
Golden Corral on Southwest Wanamaker Road has been locally owned since 1999. Come join us in our newly remodeled dining room with updated decor, a stone fireplace, and an enhanced buffet area. Breakfast served Saturdays and Sundays. Pickup orders and catering available. Golden Corral in Topeka is looking for great service-minded people to fill positions with advancement opportunities. Serious applicants can walk in to complete an application.
Come on in and join us
at Golden Corral.
Welcome back to K Nation. It's not every day your backup quarterback leads your team to a rivalry win and a Big 12 championship berth.
Yeah, especially when it's all in the same game. I caught up with Will Howard last night to see how he was able to get his team through such a big night. You guys are going to the Big 12 championship game. I know it's been in the back of your head for a while, but you don't want to put too much focus on it until you actually get there. But now you're actually there. So just how is it knowing that you led your team to this point?
It's awesome. That's our number one goal has been, since January is, winning the Big 12 and being one step closer and being in a position to do that is really cool. And, but the job's not finished yet. We still have to go down there and beat those guys. So I'm excited for the opportunity.
And I know Adrian's been a huge help for you through all this. You always mention him, but what are some specific ways that he does help you and makes sure that you're ready for these games?
He's awesome. He's a calming presence for sure, and our friendship has grown a lot over the year, and just we know that we got each other's backs no matter what, and obviously on the field X and O stuff he's really helpful too, because a lot of times it happened really in the West Virginia game a lot. I would just come over and ask him what he was seeing on certain plays, and just being able to have an extra guy other than a coach that can see it from my perspective and know like what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling, what kind of is happening. It's really nice and it helps me a lot, and being a guy that I really care about and really love, and it makes it mean even more.
And what are the differences between asking for help from, like you said, a guy like you, a player, versus a coach?
I mean, obviously the coaches are awesome and know everything, but it's a little different when you're out there and the bullets are flying and just to see kind of things, and he's been out there and he knows and he's prepared and he's been in the meetings and stuff, and he thinks like a quarterback like me too, so it's pretty cool to be able to get that kind of player perspective.
When your offense gets stopped on the first drive and then KU's offense gets stopped on the first drive, what is going through your mind then? How are you thinking this game is going to play out with those two fast stops?
Yeah, it's kind of hard. You want to get going right away. I feel like we've had a lot of success kind of, going right down and driving the ball and scoring. And it's easy to kind of develop momentum from that. But when you struggle and you face a little adversity at first, it can be hard. But you got to just, pound the stone and continue to trust the process no matter what happens. Just got to take it one play at a time, and that's we're really good at doing that. This team this year, we were able to flip it around and had some really big turnovers, made some big special teams plays to, give us some short fields, and made it easy on us.
To get that first deep touchdown, just what were you seeing on that drive, and what were you guys talking about in the huddle right before that?
A lot of the plays that we had drawn up for the week, we just kind of kind of got into a flow a little bit, and it's easy. Once you get one completion, you get a couple, you string a couple together, and you kind of start feeling the rhythm. And coach was calling some really good plays, and we knew we had them in the game plan and whatnot, and we had practiced them a lot. And the touchdown pass to Sammy, it just kind of was a one of those where I just kind of rolled out and ended up they kind of cut him loose and kind of got lucky a little bit, but he made a good play on it and pretty wide open. So that was a big time momentum shift for us.
I'm curious, how many reads do you have on every play?
I mean, depends on the play, but a lot of times it'll be some plays are more progression based where it's you truly have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kind of read, and then some plays are kind of man versus zone or 1 high versus 2 high, kind of just type of this side, if it's man we'll work this side, if it's zone we'll work this side, if it's cover 3 we want to go over here, kind of stuff like that you can pre-snap determine where you're going to go with it, and then it's kind of a 1, 2, 3 kind of deal. Always get to your check down, but there's a lot more stuff that goes into it than that. I'm kind of dumbing it down, but yeah, we got a good system, and I'm happy with how we're running it.
All right, awesome. Well, thank you so much again, and congrats on the win today.
Thank you so much.
We'll be wrapping things up here on K Nation after the break. Coming up, how the Jayhawks and Wildcats looked against the spread this year.
Jefferson's is the perfect spot to watch the game. Come try our new Loaded Macs, or pull up a seat at the bar and match our cold draft beer with our new Mac Burger. Find us at 29th and Wanamaker in Topeka or online at jeffersons.com.
Car accident? Devon James wins. Kansas, you know what to do.
Hurt in the state? Call 8.
888-8888.
That's Devon James.
As in Devon James wins.
888-8888. Nights, weekends, anytime.
Call or text
888-8888.
We're Devon James. After an accident, you need a win.
Well, we'll fight to help you get it.
Don't wait. Call 8. Call or text 888-8888.
Get epic deals this Cyber Week at Academy Sports and Outdoors. Get 20% off site-wide at academy.com. Buy online and pick up in-store. Plus, get free shipping on most orders over $25. Shop with confidence with our price match guarantee. This online-only sale ends Wednesday at academy.com.
The school day doesn't stop for the flu. I stay ahead of the class and on top of my health by getting the influenza vaccine every fall.
I want my daughter to have a healthy start. So I'm taking my doctor's advice and getting the whooping cough vaccine. The right immunizations during pregnancy can safeguard both of us.
Your primary care provider is your trusted source for all your healthcare needs, including vaccines. Learn more at beimmunekansas.org.
When you're unmarried and you've had different relationships.
How many, Ryan? Next live, Zoe Saldana from Avatar, The Way of Water, plus David Harbour.
Monday morning at 11 on 27 KSNT.
Jefferson's is the perfect spot to watch the game. Come try our new Loaded Macs, or pull up a seat at the bar and match our cold draft beer with our new Mac Burger. Find us at 29th and Wanamaker in Topeka or online at jeffersons.com.
Well, K-State covered the 11.5-point spread against the Jayhawks yesterday in the Sunflower Showdown after beating KU by 20. The Cats finished this regular season with a record of 8-3-1 against the spread, while the Jayhawks finished with an ATS of 7-4-1.
They say good teams win, great teams cover.
Yep.
Going into this week, Vegas has K-State as a 7.5-point underdog against the undefeated TCU Horned Frogs in that Big 12 championship game we've mentioned once or twice already. No football game for KU this week, but the odds makers have the Jayhawks as a 21.5-point favorite against Texas Southern tomorrow in basketball at Allen Fieldhouse. Now we're getting into the basketball side of the spreads, and this is probably a whole new ball game for a lot of people who just got into sports betting.
Yeah, definitely. If I were on that, I would say Texas Southern, give me the points.
Oh, really?
I feel like KU never covers that spread. That's my experience of just looking at them with my dad growing up. But, that's up to you. Don't take my opinion. But, again, my opinion, I would take K-State money line in that Big 12 championship game.
Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah, that one's hard. I know they're coming in with a lot of fire. So.
It's definitely going to be a good one. They got hurt, banged up in that first game. I'm excited to see them at full strength for this one. Well, thanks for watching K-Nation. Make plans to join us next Sunday and every Sunday from now on after our 10 p.m. newscast.
Have a great night.
You know, we said that in January, and that was the goal we set. And you know, to be able to be here and having that in front of us, you know, it means the world.
That's our biggest emphasis. The little things. You never know what the biggest thing that we always focus on every meeting. You guys, Coach K, it's the difference.